Hi, welcome to another Road Overload video. I hope you're having a good week so far. And the weather, look, is sunny and lovely. And so what better time to take out the Interceptor? Keep doing this sort of dual carriageway riding. I'm trying to get myself over the fear of riding on the dual carriageway. Look at the bike. The bike is looking sweet. So I didn't tell you, the other day my brother went to look at a Triumph T100, 2011. Really lovely bike, genuine seller, genuine reason for sale. And he ended up buying it, and he asked me to ride it back home for him because he doesn't have a bike license yet. Sorry, I just want that in the background just so you can have a look at it. It's such a great looking bike. And so, yeah, I got to ride a Triumph T100, which was really cool, actually. Lovely bike. Very smooth power all the way through the gears. Very low center of gravity as well compared to the Interceptor. But to be honest, for me, I think the Interceptor is a better fit just because I'm 6 foot, and the Triumph T100, to me at least, seemed a bit low, but what do I know? Anyway, going to get on the bike, enjoy some of this beautiful sunshine, and try to use my lavalier mic, which I've just set up in my helmet, so hopefully you better hear me as I'm riding, as I talk. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the video. About the destination, just that journey. Okay, so off we go, and it'll be a good time to talk about my experience with the T100. If I do that, I can still breathe. Yeah, so it's very interesting having an opportunity to ride a Triumph T100, and also it was really nice to meet the guy. So long story short, you'll know that my brother Matt is taking his bike test in about a month or so's time. So he's been looking at different bikes. We went into the local Triumph dealer here in Ipswich, and yeah, there's loads of nice bikes there. Obviously the Black Edition is the bike that I love anyway. But long story short, I hate it when people do that. Sorry, when people just zoom right out of the junction. So it's completely unnecessary. So the Black Edition to me is the best bike that Triumph make, the T120. But it's a lot of money, and I think he was going to look to do a finance deal, but in the end decided against it. And so he's been looking at some second-hand options and went for this T100. Now it's obviously much older, 2011, so it's a different animal altogether. It's 5 gears, but it's pretty clean. I mean, it's been serviced its whole life, apart from during the COVID years, and the guy was selling it due to ill health, but a lovely guy, very knowledgeable. Had another older Triumph motorcycle. Oh, this bit's bumpy, I apologise in advance. Don't know why they did that. Anyway, so yeah, it was just really good to chat to him. We were there for a couple of hours just talking to this guy, and my brother's very happy, and I was very jealous riding that bike home. But as I said earlier, I think for me, the Interceptor 650 certainly is a better height. I felt when I sat on the T100, it was a bit slightly low for me, and maybe that's just because I'm taller than my brother. But yeah, for me it didn't really. I'm glad I didn't get a T100. because I think I would have found it a little frustrating, and probably I'd be a little bit hunched over on it. Not much though. I mean, to be fair, it's a different sort of riding position, only very slightly, to the Interceptor. I'm getting some funny looks with this ahead. So yeah, that was really good, and I'm looking forward to taking some trips out with my brother, where we're planning to just get out and see the country. So this is part of that. For me, it's just getting on a dual carriageway and getting used to being on different sorts of roads. And I can't remember what it's called when you keep facing your fears until they're not fears anymore. But that's what I'm doing. I'm just forcing myself into situations I don't really want to be in order to get over it. Plenty of observation. One last lifesaver, and we're on. So the only main difference that I've noticed about dual carriageway, apart from obviously the increase in traffic, is you're buffeted around by the wind a lot more. Oh dear, that doesn't look good, does it? Cue ahead. And wind buffeting's a funny thing, because it's not just moving your body, but you're also it also increases the noise level quite significantly, which is not, it's not very pleasant. But I feel like as long as I'm sort of doing 60, which on this bike is acceptable. I think a lot of people look at this bike and think it's an old classic. You might be able to hear that wind right now. I feel like it's completely fine doing 60 on a dual carriageway. I'm going to get overtaken. I realise that, but on the whole, I think it's a good, safe speed to do. Most lorries sort of travel at around 60 miles an hour. I'll tell you about my anxiety levels. So at the moment, they are starting to rise. And again, I think it's just because of the wind. So I'm going to come off here, because I've done a few miles on the dual carriageway. I'm starting to tense up. The wind's increasing, and I feel like it's a good amount just to get myself used to it a little bit more. And we'll do a little bit of riding in the town. I'm going to turn my heated grips down because my hands are boiling. Literally, it is so incredibly hot. It's funny. You kind of think, well, how hot can your hands be when you're on a motorbike doing 60? But I can tell you, I don't think I could touch the handlebars if I didn't have gloves on. And these gloves aren't really motorcycle gloves. These are just faux leather gloves, but I like them. I need to get some leather motorcycle gloves, and yeah, they just about deal with the excessive heat of the handlebars, the handlebar grips. Now this is a 30 limit, so I need to make sure I don't exceed the speed limit. Just for old time's sake, I might go past the test centre where I passed my bike test, and just see if there's anyone taking their test today. That'd be interesting. We'll do that. Yeah, it's a good day if you're taking your test today. Coming across. Good day to take your bike test. There's someone doing a car test. So this is going to be slow progress for sure. But we'll just keep back. We don't want to stress the learner out. We all had to learn. We all had to go through the pain of driving lessons. So he's going right. That's good. Please don't run me over. Yeah. So this is the test centre coming up on the left. And I'm just going to pull in here just for a second. This is where I did my Mod 1. So Matt, if you're watching, this is where you're going to be doing your Mod 1, and there are 2 different cone configurations there, so that when you do your Mod 1, you might be doing it either one direction or the other. Doesn't look like anything's happening there right now though. Just a little lifesaver just to show whoever's watching that I haven't forgotten everything I learned. So yeah, driving a vehicle standards agency, there it is, that's where you go. How about a bit more dual carriageway and then town? You know, let's do that. A bit more dual carriageway. We like a bit of dual carriageway. Look at that car, oh my goodness. I saw that the other day, you know. What would possess somebody to buy a car and then completely ruin it by sticking all kinds of stuff all over it like that? I mean, it looks like, I don't know what it looks like. It looks like some kind of screwed up Domino's car, you know, Domino's pizza delivery car. Yeah, it's very windy here. Part of me wonders whether the wind noise I experience is because my crash helmet is the wrong size. I'm sort of between a medium and a large, and so when I was younger, I only had medium crash helmets, and in recent days I've got large, and they seem a bit loose. A little while after wearing them, they start to get a bit loose. So now I'm thinking, I'm probably wearing the wrong size helmet, which is not very safe. Off we go. Oh, yes. Yeah, a bit of speed up. I can't tell you what a difference the tank pads make to just the stability of the bike. It's amazing, really. Is it gonna rain? I don't know. I can't even hear the engine. You probably can, I don't know. All I can hear is wind. Wind noise, wind noise, wind noise. All I can hear. It's pretty bad. Okay, we're in a left-hand lane, so you don't technically need to indicate here. You can only go left. You don't need to stop here either. It's not a give way. People just don't know how to drive. What are you doing? I think I'm going to get past this person. Strength of a bear. They're probably old. This is good. So, I'm trying not to grip too tightly. I'm trying to remind myself that actually I'm not holding onto the bike with my hands, but with my knees and my core, the core of my body. So it's just muscle memory, really. I do find the tram lines here are quite bad, and when I tense up my body, I then feel like I can't maneuver the bike, which is so dumb. But what's weird is, if I get down and I accelerate, I feel safer. I wonder if that's because there's less wind resistance. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. But, need to slow down right now to 50. Always, by the way, if you're a biker, if you're slowing down, I don't want to teach you to suck eggs, but don't just rely on engine braking to slow down, because when you just use engine braking, the cars behind you cannot see that you're slowing down. There's no brake light, and so there's a danger if you just slow down using engine braking that they'll hit into the back of you. I had an engine warning light come up, which is the first time since I've owned this bike I've had anything like that take place. And it's like, what on earth is happening? And what it was, and I haven't got to the bottom of it because Hitchcock so kindly reported it for me, but what it is the Fuel-X module was messing up the mixture, I think. It definitely didn't like something, and so I sort of temporarily unplugged the Fuel-X. I've been riding it without, and guess what? No more warning light. So I don't know what the Fuel-X is doing, but the other thing that the Fuel-X was making this bike do, it was incredibly thirsty for fuel. Like, it was just so bad, so bad for fuel economy. It was only doing about 100 miles to a tank, probably 100, 110 miles. And it's driving like I am now. So I'm not like caning it, just normal driving. So yeah, really bad fuel economy. And as a result, I've unplugged it and fuel economy looks back to normal, and no more engine warning lights. So I don't know what that's about, but it's not great. So I need to get to the bottom of that. Maybe I had a faulty unit. Perhaps that's the issue. Oh, watch. Oh my goodness. People just don't look. Didn't even have a seatbelt on that woman. Veering out, not looking. Let's go. Oh, you're alright. You're okay. What was that about? That was first, wasn't it? Didn't give it enough beans. Even on such a short journey, you get to see some really bad drivers. Really bad drivers. I'm 10:53. Okay, well, I'm gonna go home, tighten the chain, because I can sort of feel it, I think. Or can I? I don't know.